Good evening, guys. Good afternoon, actually. Welcome to the third episode of the Bola Movements podcast. It's been a long time coming. We've been postponing it due to COVID, I think. But it's great to be back with the homies, members of the Bola movement. So we have Jude over there, Sanul, Vedushan, Dinky P, Binura, Dr. Range, and myself, Umeshan. So today I'll be taking over the podcast because I have Toastmasters. And I thought I'll give it a shot. So the usual things, please make sure your phones are all turned on and ready to Google. But on silent so that we don't get disturbed during the podcast. Additionally, obviously, keep the thoughts coming in and let's discuss today's topics. So we're going to start off with discussing two major topics, the liquid IV as well as the new COVID vaccines. And then we're going to break into an interesting topic that was brought in by one of our members, YouTubers going into boxing. And that panel discussion will be held by our own boxer in the studio, Captain Binura. And then we move on to the final segment, which is weird questions. And today's segment is headed by our own June. So, it's going to get as weird as possible. So, without further ado, liquid IV.
Alright, so I found out about liquid IV from some YouTubers promotion, they just sponsor these things. So I was skeptical. They're like, basically they don't drink water anymore, they just drink this. So I'm just gonna open up liquid IV here. Alright, so this is the liquid IV page. And so you can see it sticks, contrary to liquid and IV. Okay. So about their science. So let's just go for benefits first. Alright. So this is what they claim. So again, it's a stick. It's called a hydration multiplier. And this is their claim. So their idea is people these days aren't drinking enough water. We are too distracted with all the other things. So one stick of liquid IV can provide 2 to 3 times the hydration of water alone. So again, we are not sponsored by this company. We just thought it's really interesting.
It seems like we're going to burn them. So
in case there is a possible sponsorship, hit us up.
Please, we need the money.
Alright, so if one of you all can read through this and guess what it means. Vidhu?
So it's liquid IV's hydration multiplier. It's a great tasting daily electrolyte drink mix that utilizes the breakthrough science of cellular transport technology, copyright or trademark, to deliver hydration to your bloodstream faster and more efficiently than water alone.
Yes.
So just add the non-GMO electrolyte powder to your water and let CTT trademark do the rest. Okay.
So the question I asked Umeshan when I just sent a link to him was like, if you're already not drinking enough water, where is it transporting the water into your body from, right?
True, but I think what they mean is that they are marketing something that's very easy to do, but to me it doesn't seem so easy. I mean, if you aren't willing to drink water which comes out of like a bottle or anything, what makes you think you're going to take these sticks and put them into your drink and then obviously consume it? That to me feels a bit...
Yeah, the thing is you have to mix it with water.
Exactly,
Some form. This is a powdered form, right? You have to mix it with water.
Right.
So I'm not against this, but the name is misleading, definitely.
Yes.
And see, even I thought when he introduced the topic to me, saying, okay, we're going to talk about liquid IV, I was like, aren't all IV administrations in liquid form? I was honestly confused. So
we don't have solid IV yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's confusing, number one. It might be a marketing thing or whatever with the name, but still, see that this gets people talking. So that might be one of the reasons there's something like this. The name is misleading.
Also,
and
to add to the misleading, it says IV, but you still take it orally. So.
Yeah, for medical students, when a medical person with any medical background hears of just the name liquid IV, they'll be confused.
Pharmacology fail.
So but you don't use a dot, right, in between? It just, okay. They do use a period also in between. So I.V, that's the same abbreviation we use for intravenous as well.
Wow.
So confusing, and I don't know what CTT is.
So
And
this is
it's
what-
trademark,
What are
cellular
their claims?
transport, whatever.
I mean, the idea is it's like electrolyte thing, so they are saying it's non-harmful and all of these things.
Go up a bit, yeah.
Dehydration.
Signs of the signs of dehydration.
So they're just saying, okay, these many Americans are dehydrated, we have to fix this. I mean, there is no
3 in 4
harm.
Americans are dehydrated.
75% of those guys don't drink water.
Soda, coffee, alcohol, can dehydrate the body.
Yeah, so that's obviously known as far. So even during a normal day, they tell you not to drink all of this because you're not really giving your body a source of good hydration
Yeah.
as such, water, right? Because you need to replenish your water. But that being said,
I think we can ship them some Jeevani. Some ORS is cheaper than this.
for those of you who
Wait, what's
don't
the
know,
price tag?
yeah.
Sorry?
What's the price tag?
I'm not
This
really
is going to
sure
be
if
definitely
it's-
expensive, but all
It's
this,
like
the
20
website
something
is just crazy, man. Nike website tag koi.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. I'm trying to find.
Just marketing the shit out of this.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
what is CTT? CTT is a breakthrough delivery system used in all our products designed to enhance rapid absorption of water and other key ingredients of bloodstream. They don't tell how. They pass through the entire digestive system,
Yeah.
losing water before your body can absorb it. CTT uses precise amount of sodium.
So I guess it's just a
Is it
ORS
the same
at this
as
point.
ORS?
Yeah.
It's basically ORS.
So what happens if you
Just
just
really
take,
well marketed.
Yeah, what happens if you just take ORS instead of water alone anyway?
No, ORS is also powdered, ne? So you
Yeah.
have to mix it with something and drink, preferably water. So
Yeah,
you
but
end
what
up-
Dinaka's saying is this, like
Instead
instead
of
of
this.
this,
Yeah, this-
you might as well just get ORS.
These guys don't have probably Jeevani. So ORS is more like sounds medical, right? They are not marketing this as like a medical thing. This is for a common day American.
But
I
they
don't
can
know about
consume
that.
it.
CTT sounds pretty medical to me.
But the marketing is like anyone can drink it, right?
Yeah, I mean they're just
Yeah.
targeting like.
So Jeevani ORS is for people who are having dehydration, maybe diarrhea or whatever. Then we give Jeevani. This is like even I can go get it even if I'm totally normal.
True,
It's like
even you can
but-
now go
but
get
ORS
even
is-
yeah.
No, no,
Yeah,
but-
over the counter.
yeah, but
Yeah.
we don't drink it on a daily basis,
Yeah.
right? But they are marketing this
like that. Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So this is not medical. That's the thing we have to remove. Like
So
just the name is misleading and not medical. This is like a common household product. They want to sell it like that. And if a YouTuber is obviously promoting it, I'm
Yeah.
sure it's not medical.
yeah. So the thing is like. So instead of just taking water, you take 200 ml. What they're saying is maybe you get 100 ml inside of you. So with this, you'll just get more inside.
That's what she.
Oh yeah, snake. I'm also trying to keep it clean for version's sake.
No, it's that ship has sailed because this guy just dropped the S word. Like,
Like if people are not drinking enough water, they are busy. Like where is the time to like put the sachet into the water and just drink
Exactly.
it?
True.
Yeah.
but
So-
now, like we just discussed, it says based on the WHO guidelines for ORS.
That's possible.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
because it's a WHO product.
Jeevani.
But they mention they mentioned that ORS is used in developing countries and disaster zones all over the world where people are most in need of hydration. So basically, they've taken that concept and now put it to the developed world.
Wait, but they're also saying that it's still a virus.
Yeah,
They're not calling it ORS.
they're just saying it's based.
Falls
Yeah.
under the category.
Yeah, it might be because if they do
ORS.
market this as ORS,
No, but-
ORS is synonymous with being a medical.
So
thing,
how
right?
did
This
they
is the
trademark?
graphic they use basically.
Wow, oh, that's
This goes
the
directly in your blood.
No man, that
And
doesn't
then
happen like that.
This just goes like.
But they're solid marketing, though.
Liquid
It's like the
IV
guys
solid
playing Snake.
marketing.
no offense to the Americans, but they will look at this and be like, I need to get this today.
Yeah. It's not like something you have to put much thought into. You're just adding it to water. WHO approved, boom, it's in the shopping cart.
Who's a parent company? It's a new
I'm
company.
not sure, I think it's like a startup thing. Yep, you can see. Oh yeah, this guy is a orthopedic surgeon, which is ironic as well. Why is he talking about this?
I mean, even in surgery, you talk about nutrition, electrolyte, fluid management, and all of that. Fair enough, but this, I
So
think,
maybe that's the reason. IV is directly going into your blood. You don't lose any of it in the process of it going there.
Okay.
Maybe that's their marketing, or that's their thing actually.
Maybe it's based on that
And
concept.
if an orthopedic surgeon is saying this, I mean, I don't really.
Handsome guy.
Yeah.
Okay. So like the pack of 16 is $25.
Ah.
Pack of 16.
Yeah.
So one per glass, right? 200
So that
ml.
means it's got
0.56 ounces.
Yeah.
By the way, how much is ORS?
Eight packs
Cheap,
of
how
ORS.
much is that?
Well, it's much cheaper because
Like
it's marketed in the developing country, right? So by
You get it for
WHO
free
mandate,
also.
yeah, you can get it, for example,
So-
for free or so.
So
from the
60 means
hospital.
you can use it for like what? 1 week or 2 weeks?
16 days, right?
That
Or
was
maybe
for
like
day.
One sachet per day, right?
Or 2
So
sessions.
I guess the daily recommendation per person is like 2.5 liters, right?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
normal.
around.
It says
normal
one
water.
sachet, you add it to 1
Yeah.
liter of water,
So
that's
No, no,
3 liters.
Like this is normal. On
Okay.
a normal basis,
Yeah.
we have to take 8 glasses of water.
Okay.
But that's like, I guess that's not enough. So maybe we'll just say 2.5 liters.
Yeah.
That's assuming we lose like a lot in the process of getting water inside our blood, right?
Yeah, I mean the
Yeah.
average
Yeah.
the average they give is like for a normal person having a normal lifestyle. If you're a arduous like heavy working person, you'll have to consume more water. If you're in a room not doing much, again you might take even less than 2.5
Yeah.
liters. It should be fine.
But then
So-
it also depends on your climate
Yeah,
and all
all of
that, right?
So,
So-
2.5 liters would account to whatever you lose in
Yeah.
your
So in
the
this
process
case,
of getting
do we
it.
have to take less water then if it's more efficiently delivered? It's like an engine, right? If it's more efficient, it takes less fuel.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So,
speaking of engine though, these guys when they were marketing, I can't remember in which part of the website, but they also have a analogy between this and the engine oil, where you know that the engine oil is required for the engine, not for this thing, but for the main working, and so they reason it out that this liquid IV is like the engine oil for a car,
Yeah.
which I found pretty interesting.
This one.
A good way to think of
This is like another
Organic.
another article just posting about it.
Ah yeah, this is the article actually I got that from.
Did I miss it? It's okay, you can keep speaking about it, I'll just try to find it.
Yeah, see, it's, choosing electrolyte drink, stay away from the artificial ones because they're basically saying that people usually take Gatorade and Powerade
yeah.
and all of that.
and soda.
So, yeah.
Mostly soda.
So even Gatorade and Powerade, even though they are used by most of the big sports commissions and all of that, it's still basically you're just injecting your body with sugar at the end of the day. What their reasoning is. So here you're basically just taking this glorified form of ORS, and that's supposedly helping you out in the long run because of the less sugar, and you're getting more bang for your buck. Is how they market it.
But there's a long way to go before this becomes like mainstream. People will still stick to just drinking water. It's easier to drink water than get
True.
this, mix it with water, then drink.
Sure, but like
Yeah.
most people I meet, they don't like drink 2 liters a day. So whatever amount of water they drink, if they just add a sachet of this to that, so it'll be, it'll be better than just drinking that water alone too. Maybe that's what these guys also want.
Yeah, I mean, number one, they created a market
Yeah.
basically
yeah.
because water does the job, but they created a market targeting a group of people who don't consume enough water. And like, it's a very ambiguous terms in dehydration. They don't like say what level of dehydration. This is chronic, mild, moderate, severe dehydration, nothing. I mean, mostly they're talking about just mild dehydration, something that's not going to be threatening, and you can drink a water, maybe miss 2 cups of water, maybe drink later, you should be fine. But yeah, it's a business at the end of the day, so they want to monetize it. So they're targeting a very, very, very vague group of people.
Yeah, true.
See, you don't know you're dehydrated, right? You feel
You're
thirsty, you
made to
drink.
believe.
Yeah, so this now people will start thinking, oh, am I dehydrated? Maybe I need to get this. Maybe that's why I'm having all this problem. So yeah, so number one, the marketing is like crazy good.
Top-notch, right?
Yeah, crazy good.
If they got the WHO approval also, that means a lot.
I don't think they
It's
got
the
WHO
approval,
approval.
yeah.
I think
Just
they just said it's
referring
based
to-
on
yeah,
the this thing.
yeah,
Because
based
that
on
is
what
freely, it's
Yeah.
freely available, right?
Right.
I mean, we are supposed to know like the constituents of WHO, ORF as part of our exams and all of that.
Yeah.
We should have done this before. Made
It's still there in
millions.
Leeds, yeah, but
Yeah. Out of med school, make ORS.
So who here drinks a lot of Gatorade or Powerade?
Neymar, right?
You know,
Shit,
I-
expensive.
Binura believes in something one step better.
Yeah.
I guess
Red Bull, indeed.
we'll just
Good old water.
we'll just go through like how much water each person drinks a day. How about you? On
Around
average.
3 liters.
3 liters.
Three,
Okay, that's
yeah.
really nice. Okay, Sandu? Just like average or
I mean, if probably like 1 liter,
1 liter.
one and a
okay.
half max.
Liquid IV is a thing for you.
I'm ordering it right
So
now.
liquid IV, if you're listening
Yeah.
to this.
Call me up.
Some of those funds for the hostel and the semester fees are going to be taken.
Hey, you get that? No, boss, no. He has paid everything. He has cleared all his. Pending.
Times are tough.
Let's assume.
Alright, dude.
Probably about 2.5 to 3.
Okay, Binu?
We want 2,
2. Ranjana?
2 to 3.
Umeshan also.
Mention is 4.5.
Yeah, I would
On a-
actually say 3.5
yeah.
to 4.5 because I've been drinking a lot of water since I was a kid actually.
Umesh, I remember when he comes to Manipal, used to call his bottle a Bowser. It's not the normal 1 liter bottle. He has this 2.5 Bisleri old bottle that he drinks water in. And bro, that's legit because that's how much water is.
Hydrating myself and also giving myself bladder cancer.
Just hydrating yourself. Umesh probably doesn't need liquid IV.
So
He
like
drinks more.
even in my case it's about maybe 2 liters.
Because
So,
my
like,
bottle, yeah,
So
it's better to measure.
like I'm the only one who actually
guess
drinks
so
a
that's
lot less than
1 in
No, because you guys, even though you drink only water that much, you're having more fluid in other forms,
Sure,
right? A lot of water from other
From
forms.
food also you.
That's-
Food
Yeah.
to a
Exactly,
certain
yeah.
extent.
That's true.
And
But like in your case, I think it's because we are more sedentary now. We're just like in the hostel.
yeah, but the 2.5 is only for water, so it doesn't include the additional water.
Yeah.
Anyway. That's only water consumption. So, I mean, Sandul is anyway lacking behind. So,
He's compensating in other places.
All inside joke.
It's mainly outside, but
it's an insider joke.
alright. So Umesh, then I guess you can go through this one.
Alright, so Gatorade biggest name in electrolyte drinks, but with 34 grams of sugar per
Per
serving.
First serving.
Per serving, probably a bottle.
God gracious.
How much
Yeah.
sugar is there on this?
Yeah.
49.
Serving usually is 1 bottle.
In what?
49.
That's
In what?
Mountain Dew black can.
Oh, but like going by sports drinks alone.
Yeah, because no one uses Mountain Dew after sports.
About that.
So the current sugar intake limit is 15 grams per day, right? Yeah, refined sugar.
Refined sugar, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is going double of it.
And that's
And that's
only
just
from a drink.
one, yeah, just one. Bro.
And imagine the amount of
Oh, no, but
pizzas
this
and
mostly
cakes
the
and
use is post workout, post this thing, right? So you can't compare daily requirement for sugar versus
That's true.
post workout or whatever, but still it's high. It's crazy high.
Because I mean at the end of the day, post workout, what are you expecting to get from your this thing? You rehydrate one.
Yeah,
liter
the
of-
main goal of this
Yeah.
is just to rehydrate.
Energy.
But
Yeah. This is too
the
high.
sugar, for example, is very high.
Yeah, because of the taste also, So if it's not good taste, if it doesn't taste good, you're obviously not going to get this. Even though it's only to rehydrate yourself, taste is a main component. So maybe most of the sugar plays a role in the taste as well.
I actually had no idea it has so much of sugar.
Neither did I. The last Gatorade I had was 2 days ago.
It's supposed to isotonic
Yeah.
drink, right?
Diabetes here I come.
And so I guess Powerade is also the same, slightly better.
But the
Corn syrup.
HFCS
High fructose.
Holy family con.
is cool.
Promotion. Is it there?
not sponsored.
We need sponsors, guys.
Alright, so we'll just skip. I don't know what
Vitamin
vitamin water is.
Vitamin water is actually 50 cent. You know Curtis Jackson?
Yeah.
It's his. He's part of the company actually.
While this is the best of the three, boasting cane sugar, several sources of minerals, multiple vitamins, including 150% of a daily recommended vitamin C. Like Jude,
That's fine, right?
didn't you down?
Vitamin C you can go above. It
Yeah,
shouldn't be-
it doesn't.
Yeah,
count
it just makes your urine like expensive basically.
Yeah.
Because you're just peeing out the excess vitamins.
Being gold, right? So
It has
not the same.
32 grams of sugar,
Yes,
32
it
grams
has
of sugar
32
per
grams.
20 fluid ounce serving. I think that's more than Gatorade.
Yeah,
Really?
20
What is
fluid is a
20
bit
fluid
less.
ounce?
Like,
I have no idea what these units are. Like,
These Americans use
The
standard.
usual 20.
Just check fluid ounce.
Oh, it's same.
Ah, yeah, same. Okay.
That's fine.
No,
Yeah,
this
they're
is
500
more than
600
that.
ml. Yeah, nearly 600 ml.
That's almost. Then, well, how much is Gatorade? A bottle?
500.
Usually 500
Then,
ml.
then actually, it's
300.
Gatorade.
No, that bottle this much. I thought it was
Oh,
Fine.
showing us this one, right?
Yeah.
500.
500. Yeah, okay.
So Gatorade has more sugar. I mean, still up to you guys. You can drink whatever you want.
True, yeah. No, but if they are like doing comparisons, I guess they win here, no? They win
Yeah, I
with
mean,
sugar.
Liquid IV is not doing the comparison, so.
So there's no sugar
Awesome.
in liquid IV.
No, it
No,
is.
11
is
grams
sugar.
of sugar.
Sugar is strictly
11.
used as a functional ingredient to maximize the transport.
Yeah.
So it's that.
It's like in ORS.
True.
It's
Yeah,
that
it's
common
active
MCQ question that they
Yeah.
end up asking us: what is the role of glucose in ORS?
Transport of
And
ions.
yeah, it's transport of ions,
Yeah.
not energy.
Yeah,
As
it's
one of
not
our
meant for
lecturers
that.
say.
And you don't give Coke and Pepsi to a child who's having dehydration. That's another reason.
Yeah.
It's filled with sugars. You need only this much to actually facilitate water transport.
So yeah, I don't know what this is like. Premium US mine salt, right?
So, just fancy names, man.
Yeah.
Just salt, sea salt.
I never knew salt came from mines.
Mined. They mine. They go to the bottom. I don't know what they do.
And also from oceans and seas.
Yeah, but usually oceans and seas, right? You don't
They have,
get.
They have
no
mine.
salt.
Oh.
Mine.
So this is what they're
Pardon my ignorance.
So one liquid IV can provide same hydration as drinking 2 to 3 bottles of water.
So this is the summary, basically, what they want to tell you.
I doubt it, man.
Pin it.
Liquid
No, I was joking. Don't.
IV can provide the same hydration as drinking 2 to 3 bottles of water. Okay, so how much do you mix it in? You mix it in like
200
this
ml, I think that's what it is.
200 ml of
One
water,
glass.
one
Mm.
stick. And can
So, yeah. So
two,
this
two,
is the
three
idea.
bottles. That's 500 ml bottles.
Yeah, no, you should.
Yeah, but I guess you're raising one of the more important points. It's not very specific.
Exactly. What are these bottles?
I could even say it's 2-3 bottles of that water bottle we get in flights.
So this is some of the history, I guess.
It's like when Apple compared the M1 chip to the
Ah,
fastest.
it's just 25%
faster than the
one.
latest Windows computer. Which computer? Don't know.
Yeah, but this I think is quite interesting because even on their website they say that
Oh yeah, this is good.
they're marketing for everyone that
Custom expansion.
Yeah.
is
So-
bought. They actually help by giving this ORS basically to countries that need it.
I think they've given about 5 million USD as
We are
donations.
committed to a mission of defeating global dehydration. Right?
That's fine in my
Yeah.
my point of view. As long as they're doing something good, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's not just a gimmick.
subscribers.
Just make sure they're saying something good as well.
Won't just. This
No, no, that's
guys, no.
We're not sponsored yet.
Sponsoring, but just show it.
So that's okay. So who would end up buying this?
Chandu.
I mean, I would try it.
What would
Definitely,
they do?
I would
Just
try
making a
it.
liter of
But I
water.
don't think I'll have like a lifelong use for me consuming it every day. I think it's just a hassle. For me, it's easy to walk to a filter here and fill 2 bottles of water than buying this every month. So it's a choice basically.
Like, what if though? So what they're saying is, you have a glass of water with that. You won't have to drink like so much water throughout the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's
then,
convenience
yeah.
in the
No,
end.
I don't
one-
think the access to water is an issue here because obviously
Yeah.
US is a developed country, and so if you're talking about ORS, that's probably why they're saying ORS is more for developing countries, but
But,
access to water is difficult.
But they are targeting like these first world problems, right?
Yeah.
We have enough of water, but we still don't
Yeah,
drink.
so what they're saying is it's not whether you can get 2 liters of water, but it's whether you can consume that in a busy schedule.
And additionally, not just the 2 liters of water, but they're talking more of quality now,
Yeah. Okay.
right? So I think that's what they're also marketing.
Yeah,
Oh, at least somewhat.
there's something fishy, right? They could have just targeted the sports industry, like make a bottle of
But
like
it's
ready-made one.
Yeah,
It's going
but
to
it's
be-
very-
doing it.
But
Why?
see, you're narrowing it down. Now it's not just for people that play sports; it's for everybody.
But also
Yeah,
sports, I think, is
so-
very difficult.
Yeah.
No,
And
For example,
but
they
they're
Gatorade.
comparing with Gatorade and all.
No,
Yeah.
because thing
Yeah.
is, those guys secure Gatorade and Powerade, all of them
Yeah.
secure full
Yeah.
sponsorships. So
Yeah.
regardless, if you even though it has 34 grams of sugar, you have no
Yeah.
choice but only to drink Gatorade.
Because you,
Yeah.
you watch,
Change.
for example, if you take this, I know because I've been watching it for a while now, the NFL, the American football thing,
Yeah.
it's properly sponsored by Gatorade. So even at the team's benches, they have a huge bucket of Gatorade. The towels are Gatorade.
Yeah.
All of
Also, speaking in their defense, their sponsors, their marketed as energy drinks because that's why. So to give out energy, so obviously that's the reason why they have a high amount of glucose. Whereas this one, it can be used when you're in usually a sedentary place or when you're a doctor, let's say you're doing something not as intensive as a usual sports person. So they must be comparing that amount of sugar levels as well.
Agreed. I think
Sports
that
drinks
makes
usually
sense.
have a high amount of sugar because you'll be burning the extra calories, and so hence you need a bit more energy, I guess.
Yeah, so when you're marketing this to just everyday Americans, I mean, you shouldn't have so much sugar that it could actually lead to diabetes.
Yeah.
So instead of that, I think that's why they're just going for
Still,
general public.
11 grams, like you said, 15 grams is a daily,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
if you drink
No,
two sachets-
this is like in ORS.
Yeah.
That sugar is not being.
It won't be utilized for making energy. You know?
This is basically for to
But
facilitate
sugar,
the trans-
right? No, like
I mean,
carbs and
yeah, I
sugar is
think
different, right?
yeah.
Again, yeah.
But I also think okay, like maybe like saying it won't be utilized for energy is a bit misleading because anyway it's in the glucose form, right? So it will
Yeah.
definitely be taken up by the cells. But I guess what they're trying to say is that the main reason for them including this sugar
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
is not for the energy and more for the transport
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because even that's the way they've worded the thing.
Yeah.
In
So at the end of the day, it will be used as sugar,
Yeah.
energy.
Whereas
This is also
in
energy.
defense of sports drinks, the reason why they have high amounts of sugar compared to these is because of you're working out, so
True.
you need more.
Yeah, when you're losing water, you
Correct.
lose your
Yeah.
electrolytes as well
True.
with that. So they want to balance it as isotonic. They want to make the thing electrolyte imbalance to balance that
Balance,
imbalance.
yeah.
basically. That's what they include.
I lost
But-
that imbalance.
balance, the balancing.
And but Gatorade, they can't compete. I think they understood that.
Yeah.
Okay, their website doesn't use comparison to Gatorade. It's a different article which uses because they can't compete with Gatorade.
Yeah.
Gatorade has a totally different market, and they're like all over the world in every sport.
Yeah.
I watched the Australian Big Bash. Okay, in the drinks break, they bring it in like a small caddy bucket.
Yeah. Shaped
That-
like a bottle.
Yeah, it's shaped like a bottle with Gatorade
Gatorade.
title there. So that's how influence.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I watched cricket games. Not a single guy drinks anything else except Gatorade. Even if they're going to drink something else, it's in a Gatorade bottle.
Yeah, they have to. That's the thing. So even if you drink anything and you juice or anything like that, as long as it's in that cup, then
Yeah.
it's okay. Because it's basically like product placement, right?
Exactly.
So that's
Once
what
they've
they want.
secured the entire sponsorship, even a small deviation from the sponsorship, they can actually sue you. They can actually be like, okay, you violated this. We need. I mean, it won't be such a big issue because they don't lose the athlete, but it's a thing.
Yeah.
That's there are so many things. The one in Michael Jordan doesn't wear the Reebok thing because he has a lifelong
Yeah.
partnership with Nike. So in the Olympics, the Reebok sponsored the whole team. He covered the logo at the medal ceremony. So that's how serious sponsorship is in the US. So I don't think they can target. That's why they didn't go to the sports area, but rather targeted a wider population. It's like a hit and miss. Like, okay, I throw it at you. At least out of 100 people, maybe 10 will pick it up. That's enough for them. And being a startup, even if they don't make big profits, it's okay. It's better to make their name known. So now they're starting with YouTubers. Seeing now like everyone watches YouTube and kids watch YouTube, and it can easily influence kids. So when they put it up on YouTube and stuff, and at the end of the day, it's not a bad thing. Okay, when no offense to Coke and Sprite and some other soda companies and all, good companies taste everything,
Right.
but
Lawsuit
like
coming
they
up.
sponsor this, and most of us know who do medicine and who are even actually graduated from high school that Coke and Pepsi are not the best drinks. Okay, no offense, but guys, I know the sugar content is too high.
Sugar, then why don't you drink Diet Coke?
Because no sugar, boss.
Forgot to mention.
Artificial sweet.
We have a
That's
Coke
still a
representative here.
Okay, I'm not the only one who drinks. Exactly, I drink Coke. I have nothing against them. But when Coke and Pepsi can go out there and advertise, these guys advertising is it's not a bad thing, and it's not a bad deal as well. But at the end of the day, it's just preference. It's just preference.
I think they'll be like targeting people to just try it, and I guess it won't be a bad thing either. No?
And maybe they're hoping that people get onto this word of mouth thing. They'll be like, oh, I tried Liquid IV, it was great, and then they would order.
Really short, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that would help them out.
I think
So
it comes
if-
in a few flavors as well.
Yeah, I actually saw some.
I saw pina colada.
It's the lime. The $25 is lime. 25 the price.
So if it was available here and maybe at like, if it's $25 there, then how much would like a reasonable price be?
100 ringgit.
Nah, nigga.
Yeah, because it could for
It's
rough-
there.
That's 100 ringgits.
It's 201 ringgit
Really?
What?
for 30 pack.
So for 30.
So it's like 5,000 rupees.
Uh,
How much is a
free-
pack?
free-
A
free-
pack.
free
Yeah, a pack is
delivery.
like $3, right?
Huh?
35. How many is 100?
30 pack. 30 individual stick
So it's
packs.
like 6 ringgits. bro.
Yeah.
So how much is
That's
that?
too much.
That's
Around
around 6
six
ringgits, yeah.
So
Because
that's
if
the
it's
same price
200
as the Red
ringgits.
Bull.
Huh?
Same
Yeah.
price as the Red Bull.
There was 7.
And Red Bull gives you wings.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's like give
And Pepsi Black is 1 ringgit, right?
yeah.
Wait, it's 6 ringgits per sachet.
Around,
roughly
yeah.
around 6
666, I think.
That's not
6
bad.
ringgits and 66 cents.
But I don't think you can buy a sachet, you have to buy the box.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So if you get 200, like you get 30 sachets, that's about like a month's worth or even less, right?
I'd rather just drink water.
Would
that's
you
free.
pay 5,000 rupees a month for water?
Work in America.
Yeah, man.
For them it's nothing, I guess.
Yeah, it's a
$20
it's
a
a
month.
first world problem, honestly.
So these are the flavors: lemon, lime, lemon,
Lemon,
ginger.
lime.
I hate these lemon.
What is
I guess
lemon lime?
it'll taste better. And this is tangerine. These are like things that go well with water, no?
Yeah.
It's like you cut a slice and then.
It's like tango.
Blueberry lavender. That's interesting. Sleep multiplier.
Yeah, fresh snack, right?
By the way, you can't market things like this, right? I remember even Bath and Body Works, they have this cream saying
Yeah, we
stress
didn't
relief.
comment that you can't have
Yes.
on milk. You can't say this makes you stronger.
Yeah.
And Coke used to have before it's stuff saying that this will make you healthier, stronger. Might be true, but still you don't advertise it like
That was when that was back when they actually had cocaine in the Coke.
I was not born then. Meshan was gracing this world with his presence back then.